Have you seen these things? They're called kid homes. Well, a subscriber of mine asked me to take a closer look at kid homes and wanted to know if there was a big difference between kid homes and modular homes, and if there was a huge cost difference. And I'm going to be sharing with you a few kid home companies I found along the way that I thought were pretty cool. So I'm willing to share with you. Oh, and by the way, it's not sponsored, but any of these kid home companies want to sponsor me, please, I'm not stopping you. All my contact information is listed below. So let's just get into what exactly a kid home is. So the concept of kid homes have been around for a long time. The old Sears and Roebuck catalog used to sell them. All the pieces of the house were put together in a factory. They would put them on a freight train and send them on their way to somebody's location for them to build themselves.
Our house is the Martha Washington, which I love. It just screams all American. It was the second most expensive home in the catalog at $3,700 and some odd change.
Sears promised that you could build it yourself within 90 days. Now, granted, that was before, modern day plumbing and wiring, but they said you could do it in 90 days. I wonder how many fights between their husband and wife happened during those times. But even today, the modern day kid home promises that you can do it yourself and in an efficient amount of time. So let's even jump in a little bit further. Just like the homes from Sears years ago, they're intended for the do-it-yourselfer. For most homes, it isn't just the building materials that cost you a lot of money, it's the labor itself. So that's why people are drawn to the idea of building it themselves. And if you're handy, it could be a great idea, and it could possibly save you some money. Some manufacturers of kid homes say that the overall cost of the materials is about 25% of the home build itself. Remember, you're going to still have to have your foundation poured, which would be separate from that. And you're going to have to pull your permits. Permits can cost as little as $100 all the way up to thousands of dollars. And if you're working with a piece of land that you've never worked with before, you're going to have to make sure that it's graded and leveled correctly. And all the permits and surveys are pulled for that before you start even grading the yard. There's going to be a lot of prep work you're going to be doing prior before you put in your foundation. That rhymed. It sounded really funny to me. Prep work putting prior. From 1908 to 1940, the Sears Modern Home Program offered complete mail-order houses to the would-be homeowner, what would come to be called a kid home. Unlike most modular home companies, you're already working with them to have the ground prepped, usually by a contractor, and they have hired out subcontractors to have the land prepped for your modular home. Now, your general contractor will pull out all the permits and have all the inspections done, and they'll probably get it done a lot faster because they have a lot more hands on deck. And as you can guess, it would probably seem like you're paying a lot more money up front, but it will be a lot less headache and you don't have to worry about what needs to happen next. You're not guessing.
We can put a building together in a computer and understand its cost, all of the potential log jams that oftentimes don't find themselves a problem until you're building.
Modular is a big part of lowering the cost of that construction piece.
Don't forget, when you're budgeting for your kid home, you're going to have to make sure that you budget in for wiring, and if you need a septic system, and all your other items that are not included in your kit. A lot of kits do not come with appliances, and some may not even come with the cabinetry. Now, when you work with a modular home company, you're not going to have to worry about those kinds of things because it's already included in the package. They're already going to have your lighting package. They're going to already have your cabinetry package. They're already going to factor in how much it's going to cost to have your driveway poured. All those things are going to be included because you're going to be working with one general contractor for your modular home, if you're working with a modular home company.
Here's a kit home company that I found pretty interesting: Linwood Custom Homes. For over 50 years, Linwood has helped thousands of customers build their dream home in North America. They've even delivered custom home packages to over 25 countries. Their capabilities cover every style and every size. While they are known for their signature post-beam homes, they've built everything from 224 square foot tiny homes to 4,500 square foot conference centers. They've won many national and local home building awards.
As you look at kid homes, you can see they come in various shapes and sizes, just like modular homes. And they also come in all different kinds of prices, just like modular homes. And it depends on what kind of building materials that you put in your house, what kind of upgrades in cabinetry, what kinds of things you're going to use for wiring, what kind of roofing you're going to put in, what kind of insulation you're going to put in. All these things are going to help determine how much your overall kit will cost. The higher end the finishes, the higher it's going to cost you. Now, some kit homes you can find them very inexpensively. I've even done previous videos of kit homes on Amazon. They have them for tiny homes, they have them for sheds, they have them for container homes, but this is one of those buyer bewares, because it is just a shell of a house. You're only going to be getting the wood that you need to frame it up and the wood that goes outside. And you'll get the wood to frame your roof, but it's not going to give you like the asphalt shingles. It's not going to give you the siding. It may or may not give you the windows. It may or may not give you the door. But the reason why it's so inexpensive is because it's just the shell. You're going to have no insulation, no wiring, no plumbing. It's just a shell. But that is a type of kit home that you can buy on Amazon. Do you know what just hit me? That Sears and Roebuck was like basically the Amazon of the like 1920s, 30s, and 40s. I wonder if someone's gonna be talking about Amazon the way I'm talking about Sears in about 40 to 60 years. Now, one of the coolest companies I've come across since I've been looking at these kit homes is called Zip Kit Homes. That's such a cool name.
Zip Kit Homes is a division of the Timberhawk Incorporated. Their factory is located in Cedar City, Utah. They've been in construction for over 20 years, and they've built hundreds of homes, apartments, and townhomes throughout the western United States. They've won several recognitions and have been featured in top magazines, including Builder Magazine and Dwell, for their efficient home building practices. In the past, they've tried different construction methods to increase their efficiencies. These methods include panelized construction, pre-cut framing packages, modulars, and prefabs. Their focus now is on high-performance panelized kit homes. This allows for maintaining a high level of quality control, rapid production process, and the latest building and science technologies, while always striving for price competitiveness.
They make it super simple for you to do like basically a one-stop shop for your house. Now from Zip Kit Homes, you can just buy the shell of the house, but you also can upgrade it where you put basically everything you possibly think of in a home and you order it from Zip Kit itself. Now, as I was researching this, I found a few YouTube videos of people with their Zip Kit homes. Now, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description to a few of those YouTube videos that I did find about Zip Kit homes, and that way you can see what the finished product of them look like. Now, one of the advantages of buying a kit home and a modular home is that by the time that you order one, it doesn't take very long for it to be delivered to the location. Not only that, once it's delivered, it doesn't take very long to be put together because all the building materials are already in the location and everything can be put up at one time.
If modular construction can offer the time and cost savings it claims, it could transform affordable housing.
We have big aspirations that we can be producing housing that was costing $800,000 down to $200,000.
One of the things I was most curious about when I was looking at these kit homes is what are they considered after they're built? Because you have your like manufactured homes, which are two pieces they're put together and they're built to HUD standards. Then you have your traditional built home, which will meet local building codes. Then you have your modular homes will meet traditional home building standards, if not exceed them. And in many cases, and in many areas, they will exceed them as well. So I was curious to see what these kit homes would be considered. When I took a closer look, all the reputable kit home companies that I was able to research, they meet standard building construction. So that was a good thing to know because, of course, when it comes to insurance and taxes, you want to know what kind of home you have, and you're going to want to know how safe it is when it comes to weather situations like tornadoes, hurricanes, you know, that kind of stuff. That's important. So these kit homes are considered traditional home building. So that means they can be financed like traditional home building. But since they come in a kit, you're going to have to get a construction loan, just like you would for modular homes. You're going to want to meet with your lender to discuss what kind of financing you can do for your kit home, and they will go over all your financing options. In most cases, you're going to have a new construction loan, and by the time that that's about to close, you'll end up transferring that loan into a regular 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Now, this is exactly the same as it would be for modular construction. You might have an easier time because lenders do understand a lot easier what a modular home is in comparison to what a kit home company is. I would work very closely with your lender to let them know exactly what you're doing in order to have your house built, because it might be extremely confusing to them and it might cause a problem for your financing in the future. Whether you're buying a modular home or a kit home, it won't matter. You're going to have it appraised if you're going to have a loan put on it. Now, when the appraiser comes through, they're going to document what kind of home that is on the appraisal itself, but that doesn't mean that it's going to affect the value of the home. From all my research, research, from what I could find, it says that all kit homes will appraise at the same value as a regular traditional stick-built home. And that is 100% true of modular homes as well. They still retain their value just like they would with a traditional home build. But also know if it appraises the same and is insured the same, that means it's going to be taxed the same. You're not going to get some kind of special tax deduction just because you have a kit home. So let's just do a quick overview. If you buy a kit home, you're buying the shell. If you want more than just the shell, you're going to have to pay more for that. Know that you're going to have to pull permits. You're going to have to make sure that everything's up to code. You're going to have to hire your own inspectors. You're going to have to hire your own subcontractors, and you're going to have to know what you're doing, especially if you want to save money. With a modular home, in most cases, you're going to be working with a modular home company that has a general contractor that can do all that for you. And a lot of modular home companies are going to have some in-house financing as well. So you may even get a one-stop shop where you get your financing, your home, and your subcontractors right there from the modular home company. I don't know if I'd do that myself, but it's one of those things you could have that done. So let me know, would you do it? Would you build your own house yourself with a kit home, or would you consider buying a modular? Let me know in the comments section. If you want to see some of the kit homes that you can buy on Amazon, now granted it's just the shell, you're going to want to watch this video right here. My name is Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer, and I tell you all this because good real estate information matters.